Hi! So as you can see by the title of the video, I just want to do like a quick personal testimony on my experiences with texlaxing. I decided that I wanted to texlax my hair because I always like my hair in that kind of blow-dried, air-dried state with that thickness. And I realized like if I start texlaxing my hair, leaving more texture in my hair, it would be just more full and thick. In the beginning of my hair journey, I wasn't really worried about thickness. I was more worried about just length. So texlaxing is basically like a texturizer, but instead of grabbing the texturizer, you take a relaxer and you just basically either you can dilute the relaxer by putting like an oil or a conditioner in the actual relaxer mix to weaken the strength of it. You can put oil or conditioner on your hair by coating like the new growth and stuff like that, or you can just cut the processing time in half. Instead of letting it process for 20 or so minutes, just do it for 15 minutes. That's another way, and just rinse it right out after that for texlaxing. So like I said before in some of my videos, if you are a new subscriber, you might not know this. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. But I do not self-relax. I go to a hairdresser to relax my hair. The night before I get my hair relaxed, I'll usually put like an oil on my hair, like grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, maybe avocado oil. I'll grease like not my scalp and the new growth usually with the oil, just kind of saturate the new growth, and then I'll go to sleep. I usually don't like to use like a heavy oil like castor oil because I feel like that's just too heavy and your hair just won't process like at all. Next morning I wake up, if there's any sections of my hair that I feel like need a little bit more oil on it, then I'll just put a little oil on my hair. I don't want to be too oily and greasy for my hairdresser. I then go into my appointment, and then I'll talk to her, and I'll usually say like, can you leave a good amount of texture like you did last time? And she usually remembers me. I only go there for like every 3 to 4 months, but just to get my hair relaxed. And she'll go, oh yeah, I know. And she'll how she does is she basically only takes about 10 to 15 minutes to apply the relaxer on my whole entire head. She moves really quickly, and she also does minimal smoothing. That's it. Like once she finishes putting it in, she does a light smoothing. I'm out and straight to the chair, the sink, to get my hair washed. And then once I'm in the sink, she'll do a little bit more on my edges because I like my edges to be just a little more, straight. You want our edges to be laid, so she does a little more on the edges, and then she goes to wash it out. So the whole process itself, from putting it into like once the shampoo hits, is a total about 15 to 17 minutes. Now, how do I feel about like my hair being texturized now? I've seen other videos where people are like, I'm transitioning from relax to texlax, and they've gotten a lot of backlash because they use the word transitioning, and people feel like the only time you should ever use the word transitioning is if you're transitioning from relaxed hair to natural. Transitioning is basically to go from one thing to the next. So if you're going from bone straight to texlax, you technically are transitioning. Even if you go from like natural to relax, that's still a transition, but it only takes about like 30 minutes to transition from natural to relax. You just put the relaxer in and your transition is done. But it is a transition itself because you're transitioning, you're changing from one thing to the next. So for me, texlaxing my hair is just overall a positive thing. Like, I like texlaxing my hair because it gives me the fullness. And even I've noticed that when I did straighten my hair, because this is straightened hair, like, I don't know if you can tell, excuse my edges, but it pretty much straightens really well. Like my texlax hair, I was thinking like, because my natural hair takes forever to straighten, and it doesn't get as straight as I want, as straight as like my relaxed hair does. But my texturizer hair, since it is processed, so it is kind of damaged, I guess you could say, like the rest of my hair, it straightens really easily. Another good thing about texlaxing is that the line of demarcation, it gets kind of blurred, because usually if you have bone straight hair and your hair grows in natural, you can see where the two textures meet. But when you have like texlax hair that's kind of it's still texturized or still has texture in it, and then your natural hair, which has texture in it, it kind of gets like this like blurred line, so you can't really like sorry, so you can't really like see where like the two textures meet. They kind of like blend together, so at the line demarcation there isn't that much stress and strain of two totally different textures on it. So yeah, just a quick recap, because I know this video was like kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to do a quick sit down chit chat video with you guys about like my personal testimony with Texlaxing my hair. So basically how I Texlax my hair: I put oil on my new growth, my hairdresser then does a quick application and then does minimal smoothing. That's how I Texlax my hair. How do I feel about my hair being Texlaxed? Overall, I love it. I love the texture that I get. I love the fullness that I get when I blow dry my hair out or when I air dry my hair. I also love the fact that for me, I feel like my Texlax hair for some reason is like easier to detangle, and it doesn't like clump on itself when it's wet, because you know, like relaxed hair, it can kind of like clump on itself and cause these like, I don't know, stringy, clumpy pieces. I don't know. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it. But it just like kind of clumps together and sticks together. But your Texlax hair, and I've also known with natural hair, kind of just keeps its like sponginess, and that's how my Texlax hair is. So I like my Texlax hair better than my bone straight hair when it is wet. I like it better when I just like it better overall. What I don't like about it is that I feel like I am kind of transitioning. For me, I would recommend Texlaxing your hair, or basically just under processing your hair. I think it is the best thing since like sliced bread, since it's like better than Instagram. It's better than everything in this whole entire world. No, I'm just kidding. But Texlaxing your hair is better than like processing your hair, or it's way better than over processing. You should never over process. Like process it or under process. I think under processing is way better. It makes your hair just feel like lively, and then you get the best of both worlds. Like it's kind of like texture with natural, but it's not natural. I don't know. I just like having texturized hair. I just want to keep this video nice, quick, and short, so let you guys know about my testimony with Texlaxing. If you have started Texlaxing your hair, or you've been Texlaxing for a long time, like leave in the comments below like how you Texlax, and you're like a quick little blurb, like, you know, quick little sentence or two about how you feel about your hair being Texlaxed. So if people see this video, they can read in the comment section other like suggestions and opinions. And if you don't like your hair being Texlaxed and you have like a negative experience with it, like definitely like leave in the comments below. I don't want everybody to think like Texlaxing works for everyone and it's the best thing since sliced bread and it's positive. Like if you have a negative experience, leave it below. I want to hear about it. If you have a positive experience, leave it below. If you have like a neutral experience, like you could live without it or live with it, you really don't care, leave it down below. Leave everything down below. Like leave, you know, your phone number, your social security number, your address, all that stuff down below. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't leave all your information down below. Just leave anything you feel about Texlaxing down below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. A bit kind of creepy. Okay, I'm just gonna start from the beginning, because I'm gonna share with you guys like why I really started my hair journey.
So I was on Instagram, and I am an Instagram stalker, lurker. I just be going to people's pages just to look what everybody's doing. Like, that's just what I do. Sorry, I'm one of those type of people. So